Welcome. So I'm going to show you a crazy case study from an 8-figure brand doing SEO internationally. By the way, they just bought a bank for 35 million euros. Here's the news, right? The bank sold for 35 million euros to this company. I'll go over what the company is, what they do as well. And they're hiring 100 new people by the end of the year. So they're a pretty big 7- to 8-figure company, and they're using SEO as one of their growth strategies. And I want to break down exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, and how you can do it too, because what they're doing right here is something that you can also do for your site. So don't be alarmed, don't be like, oh, these guys are too big, 35 million euros just off of buying a bank, they make a lot of money, I can never compete. No, you can compete and you will compete because it's quite simple, okay? So before I go and dive into the strategy, I want to show you the actual results. So what we see here is the growth from just a couple months from producing content in the for SEO, right? Now, I do not want you to look at the traffic right here, the number, because at the end of the day, this is a vanity metric, okay? What matters isn't the number right here. What matters is the money that this traffic makes, because if these 120 people all are buying something, is amazing, right? This could be a billion volume per month, but if nobody bought it, it's quite pointless. So traffic is a vanity metric to some extent. So don't focus on the number right here. Focus just on the growth rate, okay? Now, this is the growth rate for the organic keyword ranking. So all of them went up. This is a screenshot from Google Search Console, okay? All going up and keeps on going up. And what's interesting here and why I purposely put this international SEO strategy here is because they're targeting the Portuguese market. As you see here, almost 100% of the traffic comes from Portugal, okay? So they're targeting Portuguese keywords. So what is their business? They're a fintech company. If you know Revolut, TransferWise, which is now called Wise, Rova is somewhat of a competitor. But they tried, and they're trying to compete, and they're successfully competing by targeting first the Portuguese market. Welcome to Portugal's first business super app. And they have you can open an account as a person, right? Or a business account, and they make money with fees and a whole bunch more stuff, right? That's how they make money, just like Wise and Revolut make money. Now, the interesting thing here is that they are targeting just Portugal for now. And a bit of a parenthesis here. Unfortunately, Portugal is one of the countries in Europe where there's the lowest level of financial literacy. So people in Portugal are dumb when it comes to knowing how to save money, how to invest money, what a stock is, what a bond is, how to leverage compounding interest to invest in ETFs. So honestly, they're not very financially savvy, and there's data for this, and unfortunately that's just a reality. So what they did is they leveraged and they started to produce content in Portuguese, targeting the Portuguese market. So all the things you see here, all this growth is for the Portuguese market. Now, the great thing about this strategy is that, first of all, because the Portuguese are very illiterate when it comes to finance, there's also not a lot of supply of content. So there's a lot of demand because Portuguese people want to learn, but there's not enough supply. Well, for example, if you were to look for financial type of content in English, there's a lot of stuff right here, right? There's even YouTubers, there's bloggers, there's a lot of people talking about how to do savings, how to invest your money, what are bonds, what are stocks, right? There's a lot of supply, right? And of course, there's a lot of demand too in English. But in Portuguese, there's a lot of demand too, but not enough supply, right? So if you search a lot of these keywords on Google in Portuguese, nothing really good will come up, right? Maybe some old blog articles written like years ago, but nothing really sexy and with honestly with new age thinking and of course up to date. There wasn't, and there is starting to be now because they are paving the way and they started to pave the way for that. Okay. And it's very important. I want to hammer this home because a lot of people focus their SEO strategies in the English market. Fair enough, right? That's where usually there's a lot more money. However, I think, and this is the perfect case study right here, that targeting international countries, so non-English speaking countries, Portugal, so Portuguese, Spain, Spanish, French, Italian, all these. I mean, I would say start with Europe because there's more money in Europe than, for example, in countries in Africa or Asia. As a general, of course, note right here, there's a lot of opportunity here because, again, people in Europe, all throughout these different countries, Finland, Sweden, all these countries, right, they are also searching for every single thing that an English person searches in English, okay? And what happens is that there's not enough supply of content to satisfy the searches of those people, okay? So if you're thinking about starting or developing an SEO strategy for a business, I would say go for the international markets because it's so much easier, right? The rate at which you can rank a site and get traffic is so much easier because there's not a lot of competition, right? So it's easier. And even if there's like one or two competitors, you're gonna be the third. You're still gonna rank top 3, still gonna get in that traffic. Okay, so there's there's the competition is less fierce as well. Okay, so that's super interesting. That's how they were able to do this. So I really like what they did here. Okay, and I, for example, just a little parenthesis again here. When I had my SEO agency, I used to do SEO for Portuguese clients. It was so easy. I mean, anyone could do it. Even a 5-year-old could do it. It was so easy compared to the SEO I was doing for my international clients. Where in Portugal is so easy. But I mean, I digress. Now, one thing that also important here before I go over more stuff they did is that, again, the number here is pointless. The traffic number is pointless. Okay, the keyword numbers ranking is pointless. It's a vanity metric. Not pointless, but it's a vanity metric. The thing that matters the most is, are they ranking for high buying intent keywords? Is this traffic high buying intent driven? What do I mean by this, right? Ranking for the right keywords. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say, and I give you this example a lot of times, but if you watch the channel in the past, you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but I'm recording this for new people. Let's say my business is an iPhone repair shop, right? I repair iPhones, right? And people come into my business before, of course, they have to come into my website, right? And my website, right? They come to my site and then they come to my business, right? My website can rank for keywords like, for example, how to repair an iPhone. But it can also rank for keywords, for example, like where to repair an iPhone or how much does it cost to repair an iPhone. Now, let's say this keyword, for example, has 10,000 searches per month, right? And these two only have 1,000 searches per month. Now, one might think, oh, okay, let me just target this one right here, more searches, let me just do this. It's not a very smart move. Firstly, because most likely it's more competitive, but second, because the buying intent of this keyword is much lower than the buying intent here. Because someone searching for how to repair an iPhone, most likely, again, we can assume that they want to do it themselves. While someone searching for where or how much, we can assume that most likely they want to pay someone to do it for them, right? So what matters here the most is not the traffic, right? Not the traffic, it's the buying intent, right? You want to rank for keywords with high buying intent. So that's why I say that these numbers right here don't really matter. That means vanity metrics don't really matter anything, honestly, right? What matters is the buying intent of the people searching for these keywords. And so what I like to do in exercise is draw out this keyword matrix, where in the y-axis we have the buying intent, and in the x-axis we have traffic, and of course the higher the traffic, the higher the competition, right? I make a list of all my keywords, all the keywords I want to rank for, right? After my keyword research. And if you want a video on this, I have a video on this and I'll do keyword research. But once you have all the keywords, right, you draw out this matrix and you start positioning them, here in your keyword matrix, right? Then what you do is you completely disregard keywords here or here, right? Because these two quadrants have low buying intent and you don't want to be ranking for low buying intent keywords. Even if you rank first for this keyword, a lot of traffic, right? You're getting a ton of impressions on your site, a ton of clicks, but no one's buying. Right? No one is buying. And it's quite pointless. You put a lot of time and effort into this. You're getting like 1 billion sessions a month, but it's just, or maybe an informational based keyword, or people aren't just converting, right? Because it's not a high converting keyword, a high buying intent keyword, right? So what you want to do is go for these two quadrants right here. These two are high buying intent quadrant keywords. So this right here, high buying intent, low traffic, high buying intent, high traffic, right? You want to go for these and this. Do not target keywords here, just a waste of time, right? Just a waste of time. And what they did here exactly was targeting high buying intent keywords because they know that they want to make the most out of their efforts, right? They want to rank for keywords where people typing them out after landing on a landing page or on a blog post are much more likely to convert, than if they were to target non or low buying intent keywords. For example, how to open a bank account. I mean, these would be in Portuguese. How to open a bank account. Best bank accounts or best banks in Portugal to open bank accounts. Someone searching for a more or less related keyword like that is actively looking to open a bank account and they want to find the best banks to do so. Okay, so that's a high buying intent keyword. A non or a low buying intent keyword that they could rank for but would be quite dumb, they should rank for one like how to open a savings account, where to open a savings account, open a savings account now, right? So high buying intent keywords, super important. And now I'm repeating myself. This is probably one of the most important things about SEO, right? Because you can do link building, you can do on-page SEO, technical SEO, you can have the best thing right here. But if you're ranking for the wrong keywords, it's just a complete waste of time, right? You might look good. Yeah, my traffic numbers are increasing, man. My graphs are all going up, but the money is not going up. And at the end of the day, what matters is the money you're making out of your marketing efforts, because SEO is a marketing strategy. Okay, so focus on the keywords. Very, very important. Okay. Now, the interesting part here is that they leverage AI to help them out with this, which is pretty interesting. And before I show you exactly the tool they use, I want to go over an analogy that's gonna make you think about AI as something that you should and need to be using, right? Let's say, for example, I am building tables, right? This is a table, right? And I can build a table and I can tighten up the screws or the bolts with my hand, yes. Or I can just use like a wrench to help me tighten up the bolts, yeah? And I can build the same table, but I can do it faster. So I can build more tables in the same amount of time, because instead of using my hand to tighten up the bolts, right, I'm using a wrench. So again, the end result is the same, but I can do it more, better, faster. And AI is the exact same thing. AI, which is this amazing new technology, allows you to do the same, but better and faster. Because previously, without AI, right, to reach the top of the staircase or the ladder, which is, let's say, it's money, right, we used to have to do the keyword research, right? All this that I just showed you right here, keyword research, right? You used to have, after the keyword research, okay, now it's time to write a blog page or a post, right? Okay, now we have an article fully written, right? Then it's time to, because it's a super blend, right, add images. Then, of course, add relevant videos. Then internal links, maybe, of course, linking out to other blog posts of yours, linking out to your offer page, to your contacts page, right, to your home page, whatever it is, right? It needs to make sense. Then external links, maybe if you're talking about, I don't know, bonds and stocks, linking out to Wikipedia, maybe to Investopedia, right? All these authoritative sources that foment your or that you can cite based on your sources, right? After that, of course, this should be even higher, right? Because there's a lot of steps, right? Then you got to post it to your site. Then you should also be syndicated into social media, indexing on Google. So many steps to reach the top, right? And the thing with AI, right, by leveraging this amazing technology, is that you can do the exact same thing, but it automates the whole process for you. You do the same thing, right? You reach the same point, but it all automatically and super fast. And again, the thing that is great about AI is that you can use it. And if you're not using it, sorry, your competitors are using it, they're just going to lap you, right? Because they're going to just skip ahead of the line. While you're going to be going up the sellers one by one, doing the keyword research, content creation, publishing, all that, they're just going to lap you because they're going to do it all automatically for you, right? And the tool these guys used for that, Rova, this multi-8, 7-figure company, is called Journalist AI. And if you go to tryjournalist.com, you can try it out for free, okay? No catch right here, you can try it out for free. And if you watch to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a coupon so you can use it if you do end up buying it, so you don't have to pay full price. But basically what they did was they went on here, right? And they clicked generate articles, and this is the input that you give to the AI to generate the articles. And before that, I want to show you actually how the articles look like, because these are not just some generic AI generated articles, right? These are actually proper valuable articles for the end user. So what you see here, all this is AI generated, from the image to the table of contents, which, by the way, is interactive. You can click to go to a certain section, right? To the content section with in-article images, internal links, as I said before, so linking out to other pages on your site, in-article images, external links, bullets, tables, quotes, even in-article videos that are relevant to what the content is about. Of course, the content right here was based on finance. This is for the dog niche, but this AI is able to produce content in any language, in any niche. And again, all this done with AI. Now, can a human do this? Of course they can, but this takes them so much time, again, because they have to go up the ladder step by step by step by step. And not leveraging AI is just, at this point, it's just dumb, because your competitors are using it, right? And they're able to do the same things you do, just faster. Because again, a human can do this, a human can write the article, they can source through the images, they can add the images into the article, they can then, okay, now I want to build some internal links. I'm going to find the best place here. Okay, I think this is a great place to add an internal link to. Now I have to go to my site and find, okay, what's the best page on my site that makes sense for me to make a link, internal link to? Okay, so this one, I want to do this one, right? You can do this. Same thing for external links. Then you can also source the videos, right, to add to the article, embed the videos in the article. Yeah, you can do all this manually, or you can just use AI. This took me like 10 seconds to generate. Now, on top of that, after this is generated, I can just click here, post straight to my integration, to my site. And one click, this is going to be pushed out and published to my site, right? It says integration because you can connect this with a lot of different CMSs, WordPress, Shopify, Ghost, Wix, Webflow, Blogger, even Zapier, or the webhook URL, or an external API if you have any custom sites, right? So this automates the whole process. Speaking of automation, it also indexes the content for you on Google automatically. It also does the keyword research for you, by the way, if you just add your site right here. This is exactly what they did, by the way. Add your site, add your country, add your target language, and the AI will give you a list of keywords, also with the monthly searches and difficulty that you can produce content based off of, right? And taking it a step further, they didn't do this, right, because they wanted a bit more control, but you can have an auto blog. What this is a blog that automatically produces however many articles you want. You can do, for example, 5, and post them straight to your site every month, weekday, 12 or 6 hours. So this is do every week. So what this app does right here is that every week, 5 articles will be published to my site Monday through Friday. So you're connecting the AI, right, with your site, and every week, 5 articles are being generated plus published to your site on autopilot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, if we expand on these articles, they all are properly optimized with a featured image, a table of contents, proper content structuring with in-article images, in-article videos, bullets, tables, quotes, external links, linking out to other authoritative sources, internal links. So these articles will be interlinking between each other in a way that makes sense. Then, if you set up an indexer, as soon as the articles are posted to your site, we'll automatically submit them to Google for fast indexing. Also, if you set up social media automation, you can, as soon as the articles are posted to your site, automatically syndicate them to your social media platforms with dedicated social captions, social posts. So to your LinkedIn, to your Twitter, which is now called X, to your Facebook, and a bunch more. Even more so, if you do set up a keyword monitor, you can have the AI give you the keyword research and then generate the content based off of these keywords. So you can essentially automate all these with AI. All this with AI. Again, my analogy of going up the stairs, yeah, you can do all this manually, for sure you can. It just takes you a ton of time. So why not just use AI? Right? Same thing with the table, right? Yeah, you can build a table with your hand. But there's tools now. Just use the tools because you get the same end result, but better and faster. So that's it. That's basically what they did, of course, when they went to the generation right here, the generation tab. They opted to generate articles, of course, in Portuguese. So in the content tab, they, of course, generate articles in Portuguese from Portugal, okay? Then, they can choose the creativity levels if they want. They can choose the target country, of course, which is Portugal. You can choose the tone of voice, the point of view, the formality, a lot of stuff right here. You can choose, of course, how many articles you want. Let's do 300, for example. You can choose if you want videos in your articles or not. I do recommend you add videos. If you want images, I recommend you add featured images and in-article images. You can even add AI-based images. By the way, I know I'm speaking very, very fast, but I just want to pack as much value to this as I can. So excuse me for that. I'm going to try and slow down a bit. So you can use AI-based images. You can use Bing images, stock photos, or your own brand custom images if you'd like. You can set up external linking, internal linking. By the way, again, external linking is when we write the article, right? Let's say this is an article about finance, right? We write the whole article, and then we're going to add links to it, right? And maybe we'll link out to Bloomberg, maybe we'll link out to TechCrunch, maybe we'll link out to Investopedia, Wikipedia, right? But only in a way that makes sense. For example, if this article is about finance, and in this paragraph, we talked about the best stock picks for 2024, right? And we choose a anchor text that's relevant to what the whole context of the article talks about, what the paragraph talks about, and where we link out to is an article on TechCrunch that's relevant to the whole thing. So none of this is random. All the external links are relevant. Same thing for internal linking. If we're linking out to other blog posts of yours or to your homepage, we make sure that everything is relevant. We don't force links here. So set it up, it's quite simple. Just click here for external linking, just enable this, right? Enable, that's that. Now there's a bunch more advanced options right here. For example, if you don't want to link out to certain competitors, you can do this, but I won't dive deep into it right now. If you want like a proper breakdown on how all these work, just click here, video tutorial, and there's like a video detailing step by step how all these ones work right here. Then structure, you can enable and disable all these sections, select the article length if you'd like. You can even do the outline generation prior. You can customize the headings. You can even add a custom call to action. This is more for Shopify stores. For example, let's say I have a Shopify store in the gardening niche. I talk about my products, and down here, if I add a link to my Shopify store, we're going to add a custom section with a call to action to our products or services in my Shopify store. But that's that. Formatting, you can enable and disable all these sections. Knowledge, you can connect this to the web so that the content is up to date. You can even add a custom knowledge base, which is super powerful. Again, back to the content tab. We've already ran through this one. And the generation mode, of course, you can generate based off of titles, keywords, descriptions, or based off your keyword monitor, which was the thing that gave us all the keywords before. So I know I spoke a lot, but this is exactly what they did, right? They leveraged this to produce articles just like the one that I showed you before and post them straight to the site in Portuguese. Now, in their case in specific, they had someone proofreading the articles because with this AI, you can generate the article as such right here. You can generate it, and then what you can do, instead of just posting it to your site, you can post it to your site in draft form if you'd like. But what they did was they went here and they created what we call a revision right here, and they manually edited it and proofread it, and maybe added some links where links were missing, right? For some cases, maybe they removed some sections, added some sections, maybe they added here a new H3 or H2, right? So they can customize, you can customize. So the AI is not the end product. It can be if you like, but in their case, because they're quite a big company, they want to have someone on their team like actually manually proofreading and editing the articles. I mean, the results are clear. It did work. And oftentimes people are afraid of AI SEO because they think that AI SEO is this thing that doesn't work, but AI SEO does work. And AI SEO and leveraging AI technology for SEO is just doing the same thing as a human would do, but you just do it faster. So it's amazing, right? And that's basically it. So if you want to use this software, just go to tryjournalist.com. I'll leave a link down below in the description so you can try it out. And if you stuck this far, if you watch almost 20 minutes in or even a bit more, I want to give you a coupon. So what you do is you copy this video URL, go here, click this little chat bubble, and message support saying, listen, I came from this video, paste in the URL, and I want a coupon code. And the guys in support are going to give you a coupon code because you stuck this far. Still, you can still try it out for free for 3 free articles, but if you do want to get like the full suite of features, just open a support ticket right here, asking for a coupon, and the guys will give you a coupon. Now, one thing that I think they're doing right now is they're taking old articles of theirs, so articles they've written like a year ago. So they have this article written like a year ago in whatever topic, right? And what they're doing is they're importing these articles into Journalist AI. And this has a feature right here called link building, which automatically reads through your whole article, right? And then automatically adds new links to it. So it freshens up your content with new relevant sources, both internal and external. It is super cool. I mean, I don't have time right now to show you how it works, but it's so cool. I'll leave a link down below in the description. If you know, check it out how it works, just click here video tutorial and you'll find out exactly how it works, but it's insane. So yeah, that's basically what they did. And if I can leave you with something off of this mini case study, is to focus heavily on the keywords and try and focus also and try to give it a go at international markets, because they're so much easier to rank for, because put it simply, there's so much less competition, and the competition there is much less fierce. So give it a go, try it out. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.